So you want to be an FX racing YouTuber? Well, you've come to the right place. I mean, it's not like you're gonna ask Sparks for 250. I mean, Taremagunga. Anyways, you may think it's simple. It's easy to be an FX racing YouTuber, and on the surface it is. But to be a good FX racing YouTuber, well, that's a whole different story. First of all, you need to be named. I'm just kidding. But anyways, if you want to be a good FX racing YouTuber, there are a few things that you should do. First off, a really good thing to do is have a career mode. Big FX racing YouTubers such as me and Anchor Troy, we have I'm dying. Nice. As I was saying, you should have a career mode, because the big YouTubers like me and Anchor Troy have it. But you should put your own spin on it, you know what I'm saying? So make it from a regular, boring ass career mode into absolute cinema. One good thing you should do is add storylines, you know? For example, for me, I have the Sauber Civil War, Darren's depression. Poor guy. But anyways, yeah, you should add your own storylines to make it more interesting instead of just, a plain career mode. Because nobody likes things that are generic, do they? I mean, why do you think people love the I can't speak. Why do you think people love the monopost in my career of Sparks White? I mean, Taramakunga. People love it because there's story, there's lore to it. The rivalry between Sparks and Ocon that somehow continued from Monoposto in my team, which is very interesting. The intriguement. I can't. That's not a word, is it? That's not a word. But the intrigue it brings of who's going to win the title. I'm not speaking English, am I? Whatever. Anyways, the intrigue that comes with seeing who's going to win the title. This man has had some absolute classic title fights. Verstappen versus Sainz that ended in controversial fashion in Season 4. The 4-way title fight in Season 5. The absolute chaos that was Season 3, which ended in Gasly versus Leclerc and the Ferrari dream. It remained a dream. Look, my point is, you need to make it interesting. And another way to make it interesting is to actually battle the AI instead of just flying past them every race. If you watch my previous video on how to race the AI, you would understand that, well, they're not the most potent in the world, but they're pretty good now, which makes them raceable, unlike 2 years ago. But anyways, you should watch that video if you want to learn how to race them, because I'm not doing all that again. But anyways, that will create some absolute classic title fights, like I did in Season 1. That 5-way title fight, which would have been a 6-way title fight if Darren wasn't so bloody unlucky. To add to the realism, to make it seem like an actual racing series instead of you just playing a bloody game, you should add stuff like team radios and the POV of the winner. You know what I'm saying? Let me give you an example of a team radio that I've created for myself. I'm done with this guy! Every time! Does he not know how to leave space? Piece of. How to make a team radio is you record your voice. You have to make it sound like you're emotional in these sorts of things, depending on the scenario, of course. Like if someone's crashing into you, you need to sound angry. If you've just won your first race, you need to sound really happy, or your first championship. You know what I'm saying? The emotion has to fit the scenario. You can't just be like, oh yes, well done, finally got my first win. You have to really put the emotion into it. It creates immersion, you know what I'm saying? And it's also important, you know, to make it realistic. So like if you've just been crashed into when you're here for a good result, you need to like add swear words. You don't necessarily have to say the swear words, but add the swearing sound like you see I do in my videos. Like in that team radio I showed you just now. And don't just make team radios for yourself, make team radios for the AI as well. So like if Verstappen's in your series and you just want to race, find a Verstappen team radio. If Hamilton's just crashed, find the radio of Hamilton when he's crashed. You know what I'm saying? It makes you realistic. And make sure to have some team radio graphics as well. Like let me show you one that I've created. This is my season 3 radio. I'm driving this Mercedes, so I've got Mercedes logo, it says team radio at the bottom and my name at the top. Other way around, I'm stupid. And another thing you should do, as I mentioned earlier, is create the POV of the race winner when he wins the race. Let me show you an example.
I just did it! Grazie! Grazie!
As you saw there, that was Sam winning at Monaco, and he was very happy because he hadn't won in a while, and, well, it's Monaco. Another thing that you might have seen, this isn't necessary, but I just do it because it looks a bit better, is it shows winner at the top and it, you know, covers the UI at the top. Because I don't know, it's just a bit weird for me. You don't have to do it, but I think it's good. Another good thing to do is to show the end screen. No, wait, what? What am I talking about? No, show the championship results at the end, just before you do your outro or just end the video. You know, I mean, people want to see what the championship standings look like, don't they? Another thing you should do, well, you don't have to, but it's a nice thing to do to, you know, I'm trying to think of the word. Increase the anticipation, let's go with that. For the season finale, just before the finale, make a finale trailer, like I do. You know, it just adds to the excitement, you know what I'm saying? You should also add music for tense moments during the race, like that. And also if there's a really tense battle, like the one between me and Paulis at Monaco that you just seen. Now after like 8 minutes of me yakking about career mode, let's move away from career mode and talk about some other stuff that you should do as an FX Racer YouTuber. If you're good and knowledgeable about the game like me, you should make, you know, tutorials like my How to Maximize Your FX Racer Experience series, which for some reason does very well because, you know, people want to know how to maximize the FX Racer experience. You should also, you know, not just make FX Racer videos because that'd be a bit boring. Make videos on other racing games if you're mainly a racing game YouTuber. Like for me, I make some one-off videos about random games like Mini Formula Racing, Formula Fast Race 3. I think that's it for this video. Is it? I talked about career mode, I talked about making other videos to do with FX Racer. Oh! You should also make update videos, you know, so people know about the latest stuff about the game. Like my video on the helmets and driver suits update, as well as the livery update, because that was massive for the game at the time. And you know what else is massive? Lord! I should have seen that coming. But anyways, fans want to know the latest stuff about the game, so it's important to update them on the updates. Because I mean, anyways, I think that's about it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyways guys, that's it from me today. Please like, subscribe, join my Discord server, follow me on Twitter, Instagram and TikTok, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, 12 hours. That still sounds so bloody cringe.